to tier or not to tier? This is the question we have for you today. And is what we will be doing here with Whispers from the Void. How's it going, guys? I'm Evan.
And I'm Phil, that's where the intimate is. Thanks for tuning in, folks.
Yeah, so spur of the moment stuff. I always like to try to start the podcast with something a little witty. And Phil normally gives me about 5 seconds, and I feel that's where I'm at my best. Is when I don't have a lot of time to think about it. So, anyway, Phil's got a cool thing for us today. We are going to tier up some death metal bands, in the good sense that, hey, you guys have really liked the last two things that we've done and things that we've said. Why don't we just, seal the deal? Let's go straight for the kill. We're gonna crush dreams. We're gonna crush dreams. We're gonna crush them our way. So
one shot, one kill, motherfucker.
It's been good. I've had people hit me up recently, and they're just like, "Dude, I can't believe you would say those things about like Carnifex and stuff." And I'm like, "Hey, just wait until you hear the next one. It's only gonna get worse, dude. If you think it's gonna get any better, it's gonna get much worse.
Wait until I talk about Diot's murder.
Yeah, I know, dude. Let me tell you something. And in another good nature of, committing sins and travesties, I am committing more. I only have Coors Light today. I have, if you can see behind me, I have about a mountain of fucking papers that I'm trying to study because I have my plumbing final exam for my license Saturday. So I've been cramming hard, which will continue after this. But hey, let's take a break and hurt some feelings, I'm all down for that.
Well, you got some Coors, and I got some Wake Brewing from our dear friend Brian from Iowa. And some people will be like, yeah, but Wake is in Illinois. Yeah, but Brian is at 25 minutes from Wake Brewing. So let's say it's from Iowa. I don't care. I know it's from Rock Island, Illinois, but I don't fucking care. And some people at home will be asking, but how did you got it? Snow Globe trade, or olive oil trade. Because when it's summer, olive oil goes very good for summertime, and Snow Globe for wintertime. And yes. If you don't know what I'm talking about, well, don't ask it. Don't ask more, because I will not answer you.
If Justin Trudeau is watching this,
shit. So
breaking the law.
I'm breaking the law. So this one, it's from the Mike Check series from Wake Brewing. It's a lager, Jasmine Rice. It clocks at 5% ABV, and you know what? It's my first time with an American beer. My first American beer, like pure American. Like it's not like
popping cherries over here.
It's not like an American brewery like fucking Brooklyn Lager or Brooklyn Brewery, and it's like brewed with Carlsberg in Ontario. It's not something like that. It's a real pure American brewery, and I'm excited to taste it. So let's pour a little glass. Oh, and if you haven't checked, it's the same glass, the glass that resembles to a can. And it's written beer. So it's a pretty cool glass. And I got too much foam, so I will wait a little bit before drinking it.
Yeah,
but obviously the trip of Snow Globe can make it very fizzy. So yeah.
My beer I have with me today is out of Colorado. They've been around a long time. Sits at 4.2%. It's a lager. It's a summer lager.
Ooh,
Says it right on the can. Summer lager.
nice.
Blue as the Rockies, man. So if you haven't guessed, it's Blue Moon.
That's perfect. So, cheers, my boy. Oh. Mm. Oh, wow. Damn. Very good lager. Very good.
Just changes your life. It just no longer.
It changed my life, and I want to be American. No, I don't want to be.
At least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave their life for me.
Where does it coming from?
Huh?
The song you just.
That's like an American fucking theme song, dude. I forget what the fuck it's called. I don't know. But yeah, I used to sing it in like grade school and shit. I don't fucking know. It's kind of dumb. It's a stupid song, but hey, we sing it. It's like an independent. We're having our 4th of July Independence Day.
Oh yeah.
Where we kicked Britain's ass and threw some tea into the harbor, and so we all celebrate, even though we just got taxed anyway, so it doesn't matter.
You know what? It's Canada Day today, and a few people in Canada doesn't like celebrate it because of the problems we got with the autochtone. And recently, we discovered, or some discovered, that there's like a building. I think it was in Montreal, or I think it was like in the west of Canada, that was discovered, and there were some corpses of autochtones in it. So like Canadians seems very happy, very joyful, but in the end we are all murderers, like every human.
My 2 cents. This is my 2 cents. All right. My 2 cents. Feel however you want to feel. All right.
Yeah.
Understand whatever. If you hate Canada Day, if you hate 4th of July, whatever. I get it. I understand. You hate Columbus Day. Not a big fan either myself. Here's the problem. Shit happened like fucking 400 years ago. It's time to get over it. We had nothing to do with it, dude. Why are you yelling at people like we were the ones that went outside and did it? Like, I don't fucking know. We didn't do it. Phil had nothing to do with it. He was born like 24 years ago. This shit happened like hundreds, centuries ago. People were out there, doing their dastardly deeds. Our forefathers and our people before us, they suck. Of course they do. What do you want?
Of course.
You know what? Go ahead. Post your rants. Say, your things and your 2 cents about everything else like you do everything else in the fucking world. But at the end of the day, it's not going to change a goddamn thing. Nobody is going to wake up and be like, you know what? Yeah, fuck this country. And then just like have no pride left in their country ever. I just don't get it. I
agree.
Sometimes.
I agree with you. Like, I'm talking about it, but honestly, like, I'm for the autochtones, but the problem is, like, we cannot change something that happened like 400 years ago, like you said. And like, people can do whatever they want, but they cannot change the world like that. They can change it. They can help it to evolve it, but they cannot change the world. Like, it's impossible to change the world because the world is like an Ouroboros. It's like a snake that bites his own tail. It's the same thing. It's a cycle, and it always repeats. Yeah. And I'm sorry to say that, like, some people are like, oh, we can all change. Yeah, but no. Like, we can change on a short span, but on a long time, no.
Yeah,
on a long time, no.
Sorry, you just learned the history of it. And to be honest with you, like, what do you want people to do? You just not sell? What? You just hate the country, period?
Yeah.
Oh, you're just like, oh, it's terrible now. What are you gonna do? You're not going to leave. Nobody's going to leave. So we're all just going to sit here and stand and just be like, oh, wow, man, those people back in the day, they really fucking suck. Like, I don't know. Listen, just post your post, feel however the fuck you want to feel. But at the end of the day, like, your neighbor had nothing to do with it. And the guy down the street had nothing to do with it. Exactly. And the dude you see walking past you in the street had nothing to do with it. And they're just living out the day and celebrating their country the best they can. Every country's got a dark side. Exactly. Every country has upsides. Just for one fucking day, just try to be happy with your lives. Just try once, just fucking once, and then maybe you might realize that, you know what? Shit happens. Just listen, just don't be as bad as some of the other ones. Dude, friggin' Stalin back in the day killed like 24 million people, and Russia is still like, yeah, we're great. They just run around, drink their vodka. They just have a great fucking time. And they don't give a shit. It is what it is, guys. Just everyone have a beer or a seltzer soda or some fucking tonic water and relax. Chill out. Unless you got a fucking time machine and you're going to go back in time and tell, the French dude who's, hanging people to cut the shit, there's really not much you can do.
Exactly. I totally agree. And just like that, like, it's Canada Day, but honestly, I don't celebrate it. And it's not because of the autochtone. It's just like, for me, I won't say it's a waste of time, but I'm more proud to, like, I'm not proud. Like, I'm just like, I just don't care. It's a day like the others. Like, the only day like that I celebrate, it's my birthday and Halloween and Christmas. Oh, and then New Year's Eve. But that's it. Like, I don't celebrate a lot. If I celebrate like the Love Day, I don't know how we say it in fucking English, but Valentine's Day. I suck at those. Like, because in French it's Saint Valentin, so it's not. It's the same word, but with an add-on. But yeah, so I don't celebrate that much. And when I see you celebrate a shit ton of things, I'm like, damn. You do what you do. Me, I'm like, oh, it's a day like the others. Like today I was at school and nothing changed.
Yeah, I watch people all day. It was either like, yeah, Canada Day, or it was like, boo, Canada Day. And I'm like, yeah, who gives a fuck? And
yeah, who gives a
The only thing I can equate this to is like, it's Columbus Day in America, which honestly is like, I don't know the premise of Canada Day, but Columbus Day fucking was literally just that we celebrate the dude who supposedly discovered this place. And it's like, there was people here way before that. And he was just the first white dude who showed up. So I can understand like why people are like, yo, fuck that guy. Why does he get a day? Because he probably shouldn't have a day. Because, he for Christ's sake, he thought this was India. He had no idea.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about. Christophe Colomb. Yeah. The guy who discovered America, but not the America, your America, but the America in all America.
Just a jackass.
In fact, Christophe Colomb discovered Quebec, the city of Quebec. Quebec City, motherfuckers.
And he sucks.
He's Christophe Colomb.
The dude was just like a huge piece of shit. So yeah, I get that. Whatever, I understand.
But the premise of Canada Day is not the birth of Canada, because Canada was here a long time ago, but it was like the day Canada became independent. That is the premise of Canada Day. It's like your 4th of July. It's the same thing.
Yeah, it's the same idea. It's just like, there's people that love to throw privilege into people's faces while using their privilege. I don't know. It's just, I'm always like, why are we having this argument? Like,
I don't
we
know,
had
like
nothing to do with it. You know, like me and a person. It's like we had nothing to do with this. I don't give a
Yeah.
fuck what happened. 400 something years ago, dude. I was born in 1996. I don't know what the fuck happened even before that.
it's the same thing for me. I don't fucking know. 1996, brother.
Yeah.
We don't know nothing before.
We don't. Yeah, whatever they tell me in the fucking history books happened. But Jesus Christ, dude, like, no, nobody was a good person back then. They didn't have. You had to send letters by a pigeon that you hoped got to the right place. And you sent that little bitch out and you were like, hey, bird owl thing, go for this. And go here. And you're probably showing it a map, some jackass by a candlelit fucking map in like a log cabin, like in deep fucking Alberta. And he's like, yeah, I need this to go all the way to Nova Scotia. And the owl's just sitting there all fucking wide-eyed, twisting its head like a jackass because the owl's not gonna fucking get there. He's pissing off to the deep woods, probably gonna head to Alaska or something. By the time he gets out the fucking door, there's a little message tied around his fucking little legs, and then he's just gonna go, flapping along. Guys are releasing it, and he's gonna go, my Martha shall receive my letter and know I'm okay on this hunting trip. And then he goes back fucking 3 months later with all this meat and stuff, and Martha fucking left him because she thought he died in the wilderness because he never got a fucking letter. Because the goddamn owl is a wild fucking animal, and he decided that he's gonna go be a wild animal the second the dude released it back into the fucking wild. So like, yeah, I can understand that some people were like a little fucking on edge.
Of course.
Back in the day.
God damn. So, do we do a little tier list?
Yeah, we should probably get to the task.
Because I think we rant enough.
Yeah.
We rant enough about countries and all. So you see it?
I see it.
You see it.
For all those people who don't watch the YouTube video, it's so good. It's so God tier that even God retired.
Yeah.
It's near, but very near God tier. It's a pretty good band.
That's okay. Well, better next time.
I don't care or never listened.
Burn it to the fucking ground.
Well, I can already see we have some very interesting. There's Carcass. There's Behemoth. Decapitated. This is gonna rub a lot of people differently. This is gonna rub a lot of people differently.
Yeah, and I think there's my favorite band.
Oh,
at
Nile.
first, we talking about Nile, and I say burn it to the fucking ground. What do you say about it?
You know what? For Nile, now I'm gonna do everything based on the bands I have in front of me. And when you have Nile up with Cannibal Corpse, Death, Morbid Angel, Bloodbath. And I am going to preface this by saying I am only going to use Michael Ockerfeld's the early version of Bloodbath because I'm going to assume that that's kind of what a lot of this is based on. Like, Deicide, like the early Deicide and stuff like that. And so that is what I'm going to do. I am only going to use the best of those bands to make it fair.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, you can put your own rank, but we have to agree on something. Because, like, if we talk about Nile, burn it to the fucking ground. Because
just so you know where I'm coming from.
If you haven't heard the episode, I don't like Nile.
Phil doesn't like Canada Day and he doesn't like Nile.
No,
you're chalking it up the two.
No, it's not that I don't like Canada Day. I just don't care about Canada Day. It's just a day like the others.
Mm-hmm. All right, here we go. So we'll start with Nile. And Phil says burn it to the fucking ground.
What do you say?
I want to say that's okay. That's what I want to say.
Can we say well better next time?
You know what? Up against some of these other ones, yeah, I'll go for it.
Well, better next time. And it hurts me because I just don't like Niall.
Yeah.
So
okay.
yeah, better next time. So up next we have Cannibal Corpse. And I say it's so god tier that even God retired because it's so fucking good. But I'm not sure. Like I say this.
I listen. I reserve. I want to say it's near. I want to say it's near.
Like
Yeah,
I was going to say that because I like Cannibal Corpse, but there's some albums that are just like, eh. So yeah, it's near, but there's very near god tier.
Yeah, that's what I would say. I would say Cannibal Corpse is like if it's not number one, it's like number two.
The next one,
and then that one that you have in your hand is number one, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's so god tier that even got retired. Come on, Death. Come on.
Death, dude.
It's Death.
That's good shit. Yeah, I know. Death for sure. I mean, when you even when you think about it, just like what is it? Spiritual healing, leprosy. Like those are amazing albums. Those are fucking amazing albums. Cannibal Corpse started a lot, but like if we have to have some separation, and like that's going to be my separation. Like Death to me is just has that little inch, that little bit.
Yeah.
And then that's pretty much going to be it for me. Nothing else is going to get up there.
Damn.
God tier.
So yeah, Morbid Angel.
I
would say it's a pretty good band.
That's okay.
That's okay.
That's okay.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. I agree.
I'm not too hip.
Like I love Convent. I love Convent, but like the last album they released, I'm like, eh. And I'm a bit like split about Morbid because like David Vincent, I'm not a big fan. Yeah. But the singer Gary something, or I don't know what is his name, but I like more the singer than David Vincent, to be honest.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go with that's okay. I just don't think they really, in my opinion, they didn't have the chops, as some of those other ones did. Some of the other bands in this list do. For me, like for my opinion.
Yeah, exactly.
So, Deicide. Ooh, this one's gonna be interesting. I actually really like Deicide. Yeah. Once Upon a Cross, dude. That's the shit. That's the shit.
Honestly, I'm like, I heard Deicide and I'm like, it's good. But yeah, I'm like, that's okay.
I want to say, yeah. I mean, I would say it's a pretty good band, but you know what? They also ebb and flow a little bit for me. I would say that's okay.
Yeah, that's okay. Okay.
Yeah, if that's what probably I do. Yeah.
So next one, Carcass. No, not God tier because like there's some album I'm like,
Carcass is right up there with Cannibal Corpse.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I put it with Cannibal. Mm-hmm. We have Suffocation.
Oh man, you're gonna hate me on this one.
It's not a band that I've listened a lot, but I've listened to some, and I'm like, that's pretty good.
Suffocation is like one of those really good. They're an all for a lot of people. They're all timer. I would say it's a pretty good band. Just my 2 cents. I just think it's like, because in my head I'm trying to think, from like a 1 to 10 range, like where would they be? And they're like a 6, 7. They're like a 6, 7. They're better than a lot, but they're not Cannibal Corpse in my opinion, or Death or anything like that.
Exactly. So I agree with you. So Suffocation, it's a pretty good band. So up next, this one I'm like, I'm very split because we talked about it.
Yeah, I'm pretty fucking
last episode.
I'm pretty
It's
split on it too.
Gojira.
I would just say better next time.
Yeah, better next time. Better next time because like there's some good album. I cannot say Burn It to the Ground and I cannot say I don't care because I love Gojira.
Yeah.
But the two last album were very meh. Yeah, like you can do better, Go. You can do better.
You can, yeah, you can for sure.
So the next one, I know where it's going on, but for you, it's not like.
I would say I don't care or never listened.
I would say it's near, but very near God tier. But I understand that you're like I don't care or never listen.
I don't give a shit.
Honestly, I would say that's okay.
Okay.
Just
we'll compromise there.
Would compromise because like for me, Behemoth is like it's the band that I've discovered like very late, and I've discovered it with the Satanist.
This needs cattle decapitation in there, you know. That's what they're missing.
Yeah, like that's the thing. I didn't saw the cattle. I was like, why? Like at first, I wanted to put a board in, but I was like, oh no, he will not like me.
We're getting to some meat potatoes in here, so.
But yeah, I think we should do like I will open a fucking Twitter account and I will do a great death metal tier list for next time, like a part 2 or something, but not with those bands, with other bands.
Fucking Possession, yo, burn it to the fucking ground. I don't
Possessed.
I don't give a shit.
Possessed, like I've never listened, and I said I would have listened. I didn't have time, so honestly, I don't care. But like.
I don't care. I really.
Do you have a 25 cent or something?
25 cents? No, I don't think so.
Fuck. Okay.
And we'll consult the magic skull.
Okay.
All right. So if I can throw the magic skull onto the couch at the top and it rolls down, if it lands upright, it's a yes.
Okay.
If it lands sideways. Or like sideways or anything, then it's a no. You ready? All right,
let's go.
Sorry, I'm gonna throw that again.
So it's burn it to the fucking ground? Oh no.
It's a no, baby.
So it's a burn it to the fucking ground. Sorry, Possessed.
Get that fucking shit out of here.
Obituary. I would say with Possessed, but that's
tier.
God tier?
God tier, dude. Obituary fucking slaps.
Honestly, I just don't like the singer.
Get that shit up there.
I would say it's near.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay,
man.
I will put a God tier.
Yeah.
I will put a God tier just
fucking
for you.
Obituary is the shit.
I will put a God tier just for you. So I'm on a Marth.
I actually like him on a Marth, but
I like Amon, but the last album, like those last album, like since not the last album, like since Flight of the Thunder God, I'm like I just don't fucking care. It's the same shit over and over.
Well, better next time.
Yeah, better next time. Better next time.
Vader.
I would put it like
pretty
here.
good band. Yeah, no, I agree with that. That's what I would say.
So it's a pretty good band. Oh, and Obituary, so another band that I didn't have time to listen.
So Entombed, I like them. They're, great death metalers. I would say pretty good. They're right up there. Yeah, they're right up there with Suffocation, Vader.
With Suffocation and Vader.
Yeah.
I agree. So Bloodbath, honestly, I would put it here.
I would put it here. Yeah,
so God tier. Bloodbath is God tier. Yes. Honestly, I love Bloodbath. And like every era of Bloodbath, okay, maybe Old Nick, I'm like, that's a bit, but like Michael Eickerfeld just put his aura like everywhere on Bloodbath. And I mean, it's not only the singer that make the band, like the fucking drummer, which is the drummer of Opeth. I'm like, dude, you're insane. So God tier.
Yeah. And then they go make some great prog rock, and everybody just jams.
Yeah, but that's why this drummer is just amazing, because you can switch between prog rock and fucking death metal. So I'm like, yeah, go Bloodbath, go God tier.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
So
We're so much shit for not having Cannibal Corpse up there, but I don't even give a shit.
yeah, but like I'm like Cannibal Corpse, like we can change if we want, but I'm
we'll put it all up, and then we'll
find if we can change or something.
Dying Fetus, I would say is near God tier.
It's near too, because I like Dying Fetus, but I don't think it will be God tier.
No, but honest. It's definitely better than like Suffocation.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't care. I don't care. Put that shit in. I don't care. Decapitated.
Honestly, like there's some songs that are good, but yeah, I will say that because I'm just like, it's not enough to be a well better next time, because like I mean some songs are just repetitive.
Yeah.
I heard some and I'm like, it's a bit repetitive. It's good, but repetitive.
I've never actually really listened to it. I've heard a few songs and not even fully. So
but
it doesn't really sound.
Have you heard the cover of Matt McGeechy with other people from?
That was a Decapitated song he covered, right?
Yeah, and honestly, like I know it's other people that was playing it, but I thought it was too clean. The sound of the guitar, I thought it was too clean, and I thought, okay, is Decapitated clean? Like the sound is so clean, I'm like, it's not brutal, it's not enough.
Yeah.
Like I need brutal.
Yeah.
So we go with the band Beast or Beast or something, and honestly I just don't care. I never listen to them.
I don't care. Nope, don't care.
So God Whore.
Oh man, if it was Soylent Green, that would be sick.
Honestly, I would put it like,
I want to say it's pretty good. Go Whore is fucking pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
They're a great show too.
So the last band we got, it's Skinless, and honestly, I never listened to them.
Me neither.
So we put it with Decapitated and Based.
Yeah.
So we got it. So just to repeat it, just a little recap. We got at It's So God tier that even got retired. We got Death, Obituary, and Bloodbath. On the It's Near, but very near God tier, we got Cannibal Corpse, Carcass, and Dying Fetus. On the It's a Pretty Good Band tier, we got Suffocation, Vader, Entomb, and Goat Whore. And on the That's Okay tier, we got The Morbid Angel, we got Dayside, and Behemoth. On the Well Better Next Time tier, we got Nile,
I can hear people's heads exploding,
and Amon Amarth. On the I Don't Care or Never Listen, Decapitated, Based, and Skinless. And on the Burn It to the Fucking Ground, Possessed. So, do you think that we have to change something on that list? Honestly, I'm just like I'm very pissed that Cannibal Corpse is not God tier, because like even though there's some bad album, I'm like,
all right, you want to make a compromise?
I want to make a like.
All right, do you want to make a deal, son?
I want to put a God tier, dude.
Right. Put Cannibal Corpse at God tier. I'm fine with that. I'm fine.
Okay.
With that. Okay.
So right. Cannibal Corpse.
So then I want Nile to be. It's Pretty Good Band.
Okay, like it hurts me a lot. It was hurting me that it was not burned into the fucking ground, dude. Fuck. Okay, but a deal is a deal.
A deal is a deal. Thanks for making a deal.
Fuck. I made a deal with the devil.
Yeah, you did.
God.
Niall's pretty good, dude. You gotta give him a chance. They're
okay.
They're good.
Okay, Nile, there's some riffage. Like I love the drum of Nile. Don't get me wrong.
I know,
I
you
love
talked
George
about it.
Colias. George Colias is a beast. But the problem is the solo. It's a solo that just got me thinking, it's a technical death band. Like, I don't want to go back on this. Like, go listen to the last episode to see me rant about Nile. But I'm like, it's not technical. Like, it doesn't fit. But okay, I made a deal. It's pretty good band. Sorry, I just vomit.
Oh, it's okay.
So,
It's okay.
do we have time to do another tier?
Yeah, I mean, do you got another one set up?
I got another one set up,
Let's
and
do it.
it's a metal subgenre tier. I think it will go pretty fast or not. It depends. And I change a little bit like the name of the tier. So at first on the S tier we got the over 9,000.
It's over 9,000!
So it's fucking good. At the A tier we got love, but I love it. At the B tier we got love, like question mark. We got at the C tier it's passing. We got and you fail on the second to last tier, and we got the fuck, like written DAFUQ, like I love to say sometimes, the fuck.
Ooh,
So yeah.
This is gonna be interesting.
It's going to be interesting. And let's start with the first genre that
Where's
we have
porno
here.
grind?
No, there's grindcore. It's not enough.
That's fine.
So we got alternative metal.
Oh man, we're gonna start with an interesting one, huh?
Honestly, like I would say love.
I would say you failed. That's what
I
I'm
would
gonna
say
say.
it's bass.
What do you mean?
Because
Like think about it. What do you mean alternative metal?
alternative, I see like something like System of a Down. I see something like System of a Down. No, honestly, like there's so much band that just turned alternative and we don't know fucking why.
Like what's
Like they
the
say, oh, we are alternative. Like
my question is what's
I
the
would
alternative?
say Mudvayne. I would say Mudvayne on that style. I would say.
You see, I would
Stem.
say that's almost new metal.
Yeah, but like the after LD, the first album of Mudvayne was very alternative, I think.
I mean, I guess we'll go with it passes. I don't know.
It
I
passes,
just
like-
want to know like what's the alternative? Like like the what's the alternative to metal? Rock?
Okay, you know what? Let's do oh no, internet is already on. Let's do a search on my cell phone because we got time and I don't fucking care. Let's go, bitches.
We are on a intermission. If
If
we had a sponsor, we would insert the sponsor here. It'd be something.
This sponsors for this episode. It's brought to you by Dr. Squatch. Dr. Squatch, you got some soap and you're fresh and clean for your girlfriend or for your boyfriend or for your
like,
wife or for your husband though.
Or like we would do something like Harry's or something like, hey, are you a shaggy bitch?
Are you
Does everybody
hey,
look at you like you're a Sasquatch?
Hey, do you have a bush? Do you want to erase it? So
Then
get
pick up these fucking
Manscaped.
razors.
So get Manscaped, motherfuckers. So alternative
Do you
metal.
not brush your teeth? Quit Toothbrush has a toothbrush for you.
So alternative metal. Alternative is a rock music fusion genre that infuse heavy metal with influences from alternative rock and all. And what do they say about it? Characteristics. Oh, that's weird. They are putting like Alice in Chains in that. I'm like, what the fuck? Fate No More. The Red Hot Chili Peppers. What the fuck? You don't
What?
put it in that? I'm like, what the fuck?
You know, the more you talk, the more it's going down to the fuck.
Yeah, so I will put it on the fuck because I just don't understand.
Alternative metal. Get that shit out of here.
So, up next, we have black metal.
Ooh, now
I would say love because
I
like,
would
there's some
say
good
love.
band.
There are good black metal. I've warmed up to black metal. It's so weird for me to say that because I feel like every time somebody goes, I love black metal, like I'm like, oh, so you sacrifice. You know, like that's kind of what I feel like.
Yeah, but
Because
there's some black metal that are very introspective.
there's like true diehard black metalers out there. And then
Yeah.
there's like people who are like, oh yeah.
I love the genre. I love the genre of black metal, but I don't like the ones that are participating in black metal, like the true code.
You know what? That's a good way to say it. I love the black metal music, the bands that are black metal music, but I hate the ones that participate in it.
No, but seriously, there's some people that are just very too much hardcore with the true code thing, and I'm like, it's just music. Like, can you just like
No, dude. Black
just
metal
drop out for a second?
Black
Like,
metal
fuck.
is a way of life.
So, deathcore is it a way of life?
I would say it passes at best. I don't know, dude.
Yeah, but I'm like, there is like a third wave that I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
there's
but
some...
like, are they more deathcore or are they more like tech death or like shit like that? You know what I mean? Like, are they more something else?
I understand your part. It passed. Death metal, on the other hand, it's
over 9,000.
Over 9,000. We don't talk about it.
Gent?
I would say love.
You love that shit?
Because like there is some band that are very repetitive. Like I would say even like it pass.
Oh man, I feel sick. Just how you felt about Nile, I feel sick about that. I don't know. I'll give it to you. It passes.
Yeah, it passes because there is some band that are good.
How about this?
But
It's like After the Burial, Gent.
Yeah.
All right, I kind of like them, so I guess it passes.
They are gent as fuck, dude.
Yeah,
like
no.
when you got a gent stick to play to your band, when someone covers a song with a gent stick, you're fucking gent.
Doom metal.
Honestly,
metal.
I would say love with a question mark because
I love doom metal, dude.
I know you love it, but I'm like, like I like it, but to say that I love it,
do we like Thorn doom metal? You like, but like
you say Thorn is doom metal? I've listened to the last album and it's not doom metal.
So it's basically like it's not really. It's a little too heavy for doom, but it's like
death.
doom. It's like doom, death, and black. It's like a weird mixture of all three.
No, I agree with you. It's more death, black, with a touch of doom, but it's not doom. Honestly, I would put it question mark, but
Go question mark.
Question mark. Okay.
Go for it.
Doom metal, love. So we got folk metal.
Over 9,000, dude. Folk metal.
Over 9,000 because like folk metal is good for party,
People
dude.
sleep on that genre. That fucking genre.
Honestly, let's make it good. Folk metal is so good.
Yeah.
Grindcore.
Grindcore. You know, I only like Pig Destroyer.
I like a few, but I don't like all of it.
I would say failed.
Yeah, because there's some that just are too much like because grindcore for me, it's Carcass, like the old Carcass, and it's Napalm Death. They are the ones that made grindcore great, but the problem is when grindcore just got a visibility, it became like porno grind, it became gore grind, it became other type of grindcore, but like it's not the real grindcore, the real aggressive grindcore. And honestly, I would say it failed because I'm like, damn, like it could have been so much better.
You know, I used to think that black metal was like the niche metal market. Like there wasn't just it was like one of those things that like you're not gonna find a lot of people, but grindcore is really that thing. You don't find a lot of people that are like super into grindcore. You find a lot of people that are like in passing, they're like, oh yeah, Pig Destroyer or Napalm Death. They're like, they like those, but they don't like other bands in that genre.
Yeah.
You know?
So we have industrial.
This one's gonna be interesting. Rammstein is fucking sweet. And I want to say love with a question mark because I mean Rammstein really is like that good, but that's really the only band that I attached to, you know?
Like Ministry is good, but I'm just like it's repetitive. The problem with industrial, I think it's too repetitive, but there's some
I would say it passes.
Yeah, it passed because I'm like,
like Rammstein is an outlier in that genre, in my opinion.
Yeah, exactly.
Outlier.
So we got Melodic Death. Over 9,000.
Straight to the top, baby.
Great to the top because I've discovered death metal with melodic death metal. So I mean, it just like it got a place in my heart so deep that I just cannot say that I love it. I just love it, but so much that I'm just like it's over 9,000.
Way over.
So we got metalcore, and
you and I are gonna disagree hard on this one
because metalcore, like at first I was loving it, and I still love some band.
I would say it failed.
Yeah, like we don't have the metalcore, like the real metalcore, like I was loving
that
like
genre.
Kill Switch, like today, metalcore became pop.
Yeah, you know, like that just like grindcore. How grindcore is that weird little niche one where like you know, there's people that like certain bands and not anything else. There's people it's like the other end of the spectrum. It's like people love metalcore and like that's all they love.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like they don't want to listen to like any other bands and any other genres. So it's like, yeah, they're not. You're nothing. You're nothing, bitch.
So yeah, it is. It is, and you failed because like I love metalcore, some metalcore, but I'm like today it's pop music. It's not metalcore anymore. It's pop music
for sure.
So. We got new metal up next, and I'm like, I cannot say it like industrial because I like some new.
We were not new metal children. Obviously, you got your Slipknots. You have, I think, Mudvayne. You have, you know, your bands of that nature. Korn. I really didn't like Slipknot as much as a lot of other people did. They're a very popular band.
I would say.
Do I want to say it? Like, I would probably say it passes.
Yeah, it passed. Like, okay, I would
put it at what it is. It's like new metal's that for the kids that want to just be a little harder and rap. You know.
Yeah, exactly. I agree. So, post metal, like, okay, post metal, we can like sometimes just mix it with progressive sometime, but post metal is very like weird, and I would say the fuck, but in the end I like some posts like Neuraxis, not Neuraxis, Neurosis.
Neurosis.
Neurosis. I like some The Ocean because The Ocean are very prog now, but there were a time that they were very post metal. Cult of Luna is pretty good.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
would you call Ocean's 8 Alaska almost post?
What?
I don't know.
Are you fucking kidding me? Ocean's 8 Alaska is metalcore.
Sometimes I wonder with them.
What?
I mean, I'm not saying it's any better. But
no, but I'm like, where do you see the post metal in fucking Ocean's 8 Alaska?
Maybe it's just a child in me that just can't get over it. Like I just want them
metalcore, but
I just don't want them to be metalcore. I want them to be something else.
Honestly, I would say it passed.
No, put it in failed. It fucking failed.
Failed. Okay.
Fucking failed.
Yeah, you decide. So
Power metal. Oh, dude, I fucking hate
honestly,
this genre.
I love. What?
I hate this genre, dude.
Dude,
I don't like power metal, man.
Ah,
I don't.
I would say pass.
Oh man, I don't like it.
Okay,
It's
and you
not
fail.
good.
And you fail.
Oh
Ah,
man.
fuck! It just hurt me. But this one, the next one, we cannot argue.
No, I won't fight you on this.
It's over 9,000. We cannot say the inverse thing. We cannot. We cannot say it fails because it's just so good.
Okay.
Symphonic metal in the other hand, I'm like, there's some good, but I'm like,
it's still so niche. You know, it's still such a weird little market.
and you failed.
Yeah, you failed.
And you failed. So today we got the course of standing up, and you failed.
I want to put this in love ? Reason being is because
Yeah, I like
feel
some
like
trash.
I feel like thrash is coming back.
Yeah,
And when
trash
it's
is coming
good,
back.
when it's good, it's good.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, I
just
agree.
that there's just for a long time there was just such bad thrash out there.
Exactly. So yeah, trash metal, love with a question mark.
Yeah.
Trad metal, like the new wave of British heavy metal. Like, I like some Judas Priest sometime, but sometimes I'm like, eh.
So could we also put like American metal in this? Traditional metal?
Like
Lamb of God.
no,
Or like Kills.
no,
or
Lamb
not,
of
not
God
like
are
Kill Switch,
group.
but like Unearth.
No, trad. I'm thinking about Iron Maiden, Venom, at some extent. Like I'm thinking about Motorhead. Motorhead is pretty good in trad way. Like I would say it's like equivalent of new wave of British heavy metal, to be honest. And honestly,
All right.
I
I'll
love
put
some.
that
I'm
in-
like, love?
We'll put it in question mark.
Question mark. Okay.
Question mark love. Yeah.
So we got our tier list of the metal genre. So we got over 9,000 death metal, folk metal, melodic death, and progressive. On the love, like with so no question mark, but like I love it. We got black metal only. On the love question mark, we got doom, trash metal, and traditional metal. On the it pass, we got deathcore, gent, industrial metal, and new metal. On the end you failed, we got grindcore, metalcore, post metal, power metal, and symphonic metal, not death metal. Fuck. And we got under the fuck tier, we got the alternative metal.
Yeah, because we just don't know what the fuck it is.
I don't fucking know. Like everyone
What
just
do you want
saying,
to call it?
everyone is saying they are alternative metal. Like what the fuck? So we got the tier list. And yeah, so it's pretty good tier list. What do you think, Evan?
You know what? Am I totally happy? Of course not. Am I satisfied?
No, we are not totally happy. Like
I
you
am
put
satisfied.
fucking Nile. Nile.
Dude, Niall's the shit.
Nile
I don't know what
is
to tell you.
shit,
You know what?
but not the shit.
Just for that, I'm gonna try to get them on the podcast so hard. You can fucking tell them to their face.
Honestly, I don't fucking care. And if he block me, if he just like send someone to kill me, I would just say, you're fucking shit. You don't deserve to be a guitar player. Go fuck yourself.
I will just die.
I would just die. He just fucking die. So yeah.
Shit, man.
Shit. What happened?
Oh, sorry. Nope. Sorry, I'm looking at my for shout outs. I'm looking at my shout out stuff.
Shout out.
What am I gonna shout out? There's a lot of good shit coming out. I mean, Thorn is like the best stuff I've heard in a while.
Honestly, it's pretty good. Yeah, when you talked about the Acacia strain, I've listened to it. It comes in waves, and holy fuck, it's so fucking good. Just
Yeah,
a fucking
dude,
great
it's-
album.
I received a lot of things about that one just because it's an outlier, and I think that the Acacia Strain deserves way more credit for that album and Slow Decay. They just do. They just do. Where is their credit? Where is their fucking credit?
Honestly,
They need it.
like it's so good. Like I've listened to it when I was walking earlier this week, and I'm like, holy fuck.
When's the last time a deathcore band, ideally a deathcore band, really like went out of the park with their style and fucking nailed it?
Exactly.
Like, I can't think of one, you know?
Exactly.
I'm going to go back a little bit of ways, back in April 9th, 2021. I'm pretty sure I haven't shouted these guys out yet, but Inoculation, Celestial Purity came out. It's fucking just absolute beautiful, beautiful death metal that came out of Cleveland. I highly recommend, if you guys haven't already been listening to this record, you fucking go check it out. It's definitely going to be, when we eventually do our tier lists, this one is going to make heavy consideration on my fucking on my for the year, sorry, not tier list, we did tier list, the fucking for the year records. They really have some awesome stuff, especially now that Rings of Saturn are kind of like on the outs, or like they have no fucking idea what's going on. It's nice to have another alien death metal band back in the game, So, definitely check these guys out. It's fucking sweet. Inoculation.
Dude, I'm not even sure if I have some. Oh yeah, maybe I have something, but it's not very recent. But I will put it like, because it's like I just don't have nothing right now. It's a band called Zilf. I've listened to it like last year, and it's a mix between like Mr. Bungle and Dillinger Escape Plan.
Mm-hmm.
It's very that, like, you listen to some song. If you listen to one of the songs, it's called Sang Froid. You will pronounce it Sang Froid or something, like, because yeah. So yeah, like Sang Froid. The album is called The Album.
Nice.
There's nothing else about it. It's called The Album. There's some song that I'm just laughing so hard. Like, trust me, I'm a doctor. Oh, like, there's another song called Tarantula Hawk. When the Cat Has Your Tongue. Bowling Green Massacre. I'm like, okay, this is pretty good song's name. I'm like, oh, it's good. It's pretty good. So yeah, go check out Zilf, ZILF, or ZILF. I'm Canadian, so I say Z. So yeah, so Zilf and your band. What is that, Ben?
Inoculation.
Inoculation. Perfect.
I also want to give a shout out. Coming out this month, we have Craven Idol. Forked Tongues.
Oh,
that's gonna be a fucking sweet record.
Perfect.
I'm just gonna be dungeoning and dragoning it to that record. Just fucking. Can't wait.
So, I hope, guys and gals, you liked our 2 tier list. Let us know if you want more tier list, if you want more and want some tier list that we made. I will open a Twitter account just for that. So yeah.
Yeah, and if you have any suggestions for a tier list, let us know. We're open, people.
We are very open. Like, I think it was fun. Did you like it?
Yeah, we could do a tier list of Phil's facial expressions.
Like, I would just like put some photos and just like.
Well,
tier list of the thumbnails that we have.
Of the thumbnails, yeah, the thumbnails. Guess. Oh. For our 50th episode, we're gonna tier list our guests on the podcast. Oh, it's gonna get ugly, kid.
Oh yeah. So, the episode is over.
Well, guys, thanks for listening. You know who it is. It's your boy Evan.
And it's your boy Phil, and thanks for watching, and see you on the next episode. Cheers.